All right, so I'm here with Dr. Jeff Cornwall at Belmont University of their School of Entrepreneurship. And Jeff, we know each other fairly well. I was just one of my mentors, and I was once a student of his at the School of Entrepreneurship at Belmont. And but for those that might not be as familiar with you, give us kind of a summary Cliff Note version of your entrepreneurial history.
I have spent about half my life being an entrepreneur, about half my life teaching entrepreneurship. Started out in family business back in the 70s. Moved into academics for a fairly short period of time in the 1980s, and then left and went back into the private sector as an entrepreneur in healthcare. And then after we sold our business, after a little bit of time, I made the move back into academia and taught at the University of St. Thomas in Minneapolis for 6 years and been here at Belmont for 8.
Okay, great. And you did you develop the program at St. Thomas?
No, that was actually one of the granddaddy programs.
Okay.
And actually, when I made the decision to get back into academics after being gone for a long time, I wanted to go into an established program to kind of help jumpstart my path back into academics, and it was one of the very first entrepreneurship programs. I actually I started one in the about mid '80s, and this one I think started in the late '70s, early '80s. So it was one of the originals.
Yeah, I think that no one that is watching this probably has any idea that there were entrepreneurship programs in universities back to that point.
Yeah, weren't many, and they weren't very popular with the other faculty, with parents, and even with students. But
yeah, I can imagine. Even now, when I tell people that I've graduated a degree in entrepreneurship, they don't, if they're my parents' age, a lot of times they haven't even heard of that.
Right.
But and you've built this one from scratch up to one of the model programs in the country, and I can say that proudly because I was part of it. So I'm honored to have and proud to have come through your program here. I've learned so much.